Welcome to June's Leetcode Challenge. Today's problem is Reconstruct Itinerary. Given a list of airline tickets represented by pairs of departure and arrival airports, reconstruct the itinerary in order. We want the itinerary to start from JFK, and basically if there are multiple itineraries, we want to go in the order of lexical order, so just alphabetical order. We have to use all the tickets, but all tickets only once, and we can assume that there is at least one valid itinerary. Yeah, so hopefully you've read the problem. I won't go into it too much. And it's a pretty confusing one that I still don't have completely wrapped around. Say that we had a list that looks like this, and each one of these represents an airport. Say that we start at one. We could represent this as an adjacency list, right? And all that is like a dictionary or hash map with a list of all the different paths that can go. And initially you can think, okay, we can just make that adjacency list and create a list going in order, go from 1 to like 2, then 2 to wherever, and just pop off these visited nodes each time, and hopefully you'll get a full path of the full itinerary. But what happens is, say with this sort of path, if we went in lexical order and we went to 2, the path ends. So we can't create, we would have to do some sort of backtracking to see what's the other path. We have to go 3, and then we'll go 3. Here, the correct path would be something like 1, 3, 1, 2, right? So how can you create an algorithm to do this appropriately? And the answer to that is to create a stack while popping off these items each time you visit the dictionary. So say that we go from 1 and we start in lexical order, right? We start with 2 and we'll say, okay, we'll go to 1 and we'll go to 2, but we see already that 2 ends. Well, when that happens, once you pop this off here of 2, you need to add this 2 to the final output up here. So say that we're creating an output and this is just going to be 2 now. Now we move on to 3, and now we'll go to 3, build up our stack to 3. Next one goes to 1, so we pop off 3, 1, and once we reach the end of our stack, now we know that we can't travel anywhere, then we just call down the stack and add it to our output. And you can see when we go backwards, this is like popping off 1, then 3, then 1. And this is actually the reversed order of the correct path, right? Because we can see here it's like 1, 3, 1, 2. That's going to be the correct answer. Now, if there was a correct path, like an easy path each way, and it was all alphabetical, that makes sense. But how does this work with, like, whenever we reach an endpoint where the path is not complete? Why do we add it to the output? And that's the tricky thing about this algorithm, one that I don't fully understand. Basically, we can consider that end going to be pushed to the end of our path. Like when we go to 2 and we see that we can't move forward, we know then, okay, 2 is going to come later, right? And because of the way this algorithm works, we want to add that to the output first, because that's going to be at the very end of our path. And logically, when we move through this, it's going to create a reversed order for the path that we're going to do. So all we have to do now is just return this in, reversed order, something like this. So I apologize. I'm pretty sure that didn't explain it that well, but it's very tricky, this algorithm. First, let's start with creating our adjacency list, right? And we'll just make that a dictionary. Now, for all the tickets in tickets, we know that there's a destination and a destination and arrival. So what we'll do is just create for the destination an empty list like this, and we'll do that for the arrival airport as well, just in case we don't have one inside of our hash map. So want to make sure we do that. So next we want to do the same thing here, but now we'll start appending to our dictionary. So we'll just add to our dictionary here from the arrival. We'll append the destination. Or I'm sorry, from the destination to the arrival. So that's just going to be S1 like this. And finally, we want to sort this, right, in alphabetical order. So for I guess the list in our adjacency list, the values, we'll just sort it like this. Oops, not easy to say. Is that right? No, actually that is right. Okay, so if we do that, that's going to create the proper adjacency list that we need. And let me just make sure that looks okay. And it does look pretty much like the way we want it. We see we need SJC here, and that's just going to be an empty list. So now we need our algorithm, and we can just do a depth first search recursion method here. We'll write a helper method, and we'll pass in the node, which is basically the airport. And what we'll do is say, okay, hey, while we have the adjacency for node, while this exists, what we want to do is pop one off and recall our helper method. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll pass in our node, and we'll just pop off the very first one. We just do pop 0 here to do that. Now, once we end this loop, this is the tricky part. We have to add to our output the current node that we're on. And we can just create initialize a list here like this. And that's how, like, if we reached like a point where there's no more nodes, like we added the current node here, that's what happens. So once we finish our output, now we're going to have our reversed order for the path, and we want to return just, let's say, the reversed output like this. So let me make sure this works. Nope, it did not work. What did I do wrong here? Popped off. Helper agency node pop. Oh, of course, we need to actually run it. So what we'll do is pass in the JFK as our first node. Okay, so there you see, it looks good. Let's submit that. And there, we got accepted. So this tricky part here is understanding that, and man, even I don't fully have trouble explaining it, but that end node, if we reach a path where the path can't continue, we want to make sure to add it then to our output. And this is how we're going to create our reversed path. And once we do that, we just return it like reversed again. So hope that helps. I'm still wrapping my head around this one, to tell you the truth. So I do recommend looking into more resources to get a better handle on this. So thank you.